Welcome back to the Loveland Report and Lone Ranger Show. I am Cleve Loveland, Central Florida's best real estate planner. What's your real estate plan? Alongside Bruce Woodburn, the Lone Ranger.
That's me.
I've got a couple of listings here I want to jump into. Then I want to talk about those contracts we mentioned, though, what to watch out for on that. I've got a great starter home for $340,000, Bruce, 1,400 square feet. This is a newer home built in 09.
Yep.
So you got high ceilings. You walk in, the ceilings are like 20 feet high, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, big open floor plan. The owner, sometimes I go to a house, Bruce, and it looks like they're semi-pro hoarders. This owner, I gave him my staging checklist and said, all right, I'm going to check back with you in 2 weeks. And most people, I call them, oh, we're still working on it. I called this guy, he goes, done. Carpet guy just left. Beautiful. I went back over there. It looked like somebody robbed them. All the stuff was gone, fresh flooring.
That's the best way to sell a house.
Unbelievable. And it's getting tons of showings. So it's at 340, 14
Great
square feet.
first-time home buyer.
On a cul-de-sac. And this is that new section, East Sanford, new subdivisions, all kinds of growth out the Lake Mary corridor around the airport. And you're 10 minutes from downtown Sanford, but this is also on a pond. You got a great water view from your master bedroom and from your back patio, fenced in yard for $340,000. I've got one in the Palisades for $526,000. Newer appliances, got newer carpeting just put down. Most of the flooring is tile and laminate throughout. Big three-way split plan, double masters with a pool, 2,700 square feet for $526,000.
That's a lot of house.
Yep. And then I've got one. These
Palisades. Where's that?
Palisades is Claremont.
Okay.
And so you got larger lot sizes in there. I've got one in Metro West. This is the best price, 3,000 square foot home, $635,000, all on one floor except for the bonus room. So your 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths are all on the first floor, ranch style, 3-car garage, fenced in yard, no pool, room for a pool if you want it, and solar panels are paid off.
No kidding.
Roof's been done, AC's been done.
In Metro West.
In Metro West.
Perfect location.
Great, just great house. You can't get something new like that. You go out to West Winter Garden and it's probably in the 8s, 700, high 700s, 800,000 range. I want to dive into, so call me 407-352-8118. I want to talk about contracts real quick, Bruce.
Sure.
When you're a buyer signing a buyer broker agreement,
yes.
When you're doing a listing, selling your home, or you're a property management, you own property and you want it managed for you, you sign that management contract. All you got to do is make sure there's a termination clause.
Absolutely.
Make sure it's there with no cancellation fee. No realtor worth a darn should charge you $800 for the signs and photos they had to take when you fired them because they never call you back and you haven't seen them in 9 days.
I see it every day.
And I have 2 or 3 listeners a month that call me, Bruce, off the station, and I go talk to them and go, wow.
And they're stuck with a realtor that didn't do anything.
And they call me back, I look at their contract, I go, look right here. I go, you got a 1% cancellation fee. I'm like, call them. Raise heck with the broker, see if they will do it. It's probably not the first time they've heard it when they're
if they're doing it on purpose.
But especially with the buyer broker agreement.
Yes.
I got somebody sitting unhappy. In fact, I got another like 60 days. So we're going to start looking at homes. They're not going to purchase anything until that. This realtor was never available, had another job, could not show them property when they were available to show it, and totally had them in the wrong area. They kept saying, we want here for this price. Totally did not listen to them, showing them homes 100,000 more in a different zip code.
Oh boy.
And so they totally just trying to break up with him, and he's got $1,000 cancellation fee. They're not paying that. So anyway, if you want to
don't have a cancellation fee. Don't have an
fee.
Application fee with a lender. If a lender's charging you an application fee, you should run. And stop using these online lenders and then coming to me later to fix the problem. I swear, I see it. It happens to me at least twice a week.
To clean up the mess.
I'll have a client that go, I've been listening to you on the radio for 25 years. And I called this other lender and my realtor referred them to me. And now I'm not getting callbacks, or they're doing this and that, or my credit score dropped by 100 points and I don't know what happened. Stop doing that. Just go to somebody that's reputable. You can check out my Google reviews. You can come to my office and meet me. I'm here. I've been in the same location for over 20 years. So I'm stable in your area. I'm a direct lender. I'm in all 50 states, and I'm one of the top producers in the entire nation. Why would you want to go somewhere else? Because you think you're getting a 1/4 of a point or an 1/8 of a point better in rate? It's not going to happen, folks. Go to the Lone Ranger. You're going to get everything laid out for you. Total transparency. And you know what? I'm one of the only people I know, Cleve, that when a client I'm going over interest rates and closing costs with the client on a Zoom meeting, because we do this live, I will pull up other competitors' interest rates. Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Rocket Mortgage. I'll literally pull them up on the screen so we can compare the differences. And that way you can make an informed decision. Choose somebody that you can count on, folks. Quit chasing shiny objects. 407-250-9144 for the Loan Arranger.
Where do you see, like, the Fed meets in a couple weeks? Where do you see them holding steady right now?
Absolutely.
Not a raise.
No, they're
And
not
if they
gonna,
actually
they're not going to raise rates. They're not going to lower rates. They're going to keep them the same.
That's like
Powell
for the next two
is,
meetings. Yeah.
is at odds. So there's a bit of a story going on behind the scenes here that a lot of folks don't know about. But Powell is out, and we have the new guy, Warsh, coming in May. Now, Powell, simultaneously, there has been an inquiry, an investigation on the Fed for misuse of money. And one of the Fed ladies, I forget her name, was at the forefront of this investigation. So Powell says, hey, I'm not leaving my office until this investigation is solved. So guess what the DOJ did? They paused it. So they
flipped it over to the Solicitor General.
They also put a pause on it. They didn't cancel. They said, we're just going to put a pause on this. We're going to suspend this for right now. We could come back later. So now Powell's got to get out so the new guy can get in. But here's what I'm hearing from a lot of folks out there. I'm waiting for Walsh to get in so we can get the rates lowered, because he's going to lower the Fed rate. Folks, do not wait for that to happen.
Yeah.
The chances on that happening are very slim.
All these economists that make up that Fed Watch site we look at to check rates, and
every day,
and the probability is like 99.7, no rate cut for the next two times. So that's 3 months. And
there's a 0.5%
they know
chance
Kevin Warsh is going to
lower rates.
Yeah,
right now, it's 99.5% chance that they're going to stay the same, and for the next meeting in June as well. So there's not really a big probability for that, and we will have the new guy in at that point. If you have questions about your financing, about your mortgage, about what type of loan to get, call the Loan Arranger. I'm here to walk you through the process. I have all the tools, all the programs, everything's in-house, and I don't broker loans. Like, I'm not brokering your loan to go to another company. That just means I can't do it myself. Why would you go to a broker? Because they're broker. That's why.
Yeah.
Call the Loan Arranger at 407-250-9144 or go to WeBringYouHome.com. Purchase, refinance, construction to perm loan. Got great construction loans. Hey, listen, if you're a builder out there right now, you're a general contractor, and you're building, say, 5 to 25 homes per year.
Yep.
Okay. That's a smaller, but a good builder, building more than one or two.
Yep.
They can't get spec money to build homes.
Yep.
I got money that I can help you build specs right now. Right now. If you've got the credit worthiness, and if you've got the resume to show me
track record,
building homes, you come to me. I will help you. I'm helping builders all across the state of Florida right now with this. Yep.
That's great, because it's what's funny is, Bruce, before the bubble, 2008, 9, 10, I knew 20 guys like that build 5 to 20 homes a year, and they disappeared.
Yeah, they did.
The track builders came on strong after that, after the recession and having to start over. And most of those guys I know a couple that are doing roofs. I know a couple of them that are dead. I know a couple of them that are wiped out and totally in different businesses. And there's very few left that do that. And I've known some people over the past couple of years, and I'd say half of them had horrible experiences where they had to literally like fire the builder they're working with. And I told them, like, and that's why
I've seen that out.
See these big mega mansions around town, these ultra modern homes being built, or something that's big, 10,000 square feet, these homes where they knock down the old house in Winter Park. Those builders are very good, but there's not that many of them. And that's why they charge $400 a square foot.
Yep.
So it's something you got to be careful with. When I get to what most people want to look at or want to do, we end up in a resale home that somebody's loved on or taken great care of. They wanted new. What's hard to do, you can't find land inside of town. I have people calling me all the time going, I need land.
Right.
Like, we're driving to Paisley. We're going to the California.
Sorrento.
We're going to Mascot. There's hardly anything left that you need to buy what's existing and make it better, which is also much, much easier.
It is.
You're better off to buy the manufactured home on 5 acres for $400,000, which it might be, and then build your dream home on that. make the mobile home a guest house, and or buy the old ranch that's only 2,000 square feet and pump it up to a bigger house.
Absolutely.
So all those things,
and we can help you with any
we're
one
not
of
making
those.
more land. You've got the construction perm.
I do.
I can show you where, but most people that build a house once, they do a custom home, they never do it again.
Yep.
It is exhausting. It is a full-time job keeping track of that.
So I want to go back and talk a little bit more about the down payment assistance with the solar panels. So in this type of loan, it's an FHA loan. I can get you up to 5% down payment assistance with solar panels. The solar panels will be added to your mortgage. They're financed in. There's no second mortgage, so there's no problem in refinancing. There's no problem when you go to sell the home. And I can send you a complete video on this program. If you just want to DM me, you want to DM me, I'll go ahead and I'll send it to you.
Is that on your Instagram?
At Woodburn Team. Yep. Or text me at 407-250-9144 and I will go over the complete program with you. I can send this to Cleve, but let me know and I'll send it how it works. If you're a real estate agent out there, you should know about this. Here's another thing for all you real estate agents out there. What do you know about reverse mortgages truly? What do you really know about reverse mortgages? We have a huge segment of the market that is aging out right now. They're looking for 55 and better communities. They've got money in the bank, but they don't want a mortgage payment. Do you know who benefits from a reverse mortgage? Do you know the benefits from a reverse mortgage? Do you know who should get it and who shouldn't? Because if you listen to this show, you know that Cleve and I have been very skeptical of reverse mortgages. However, there is a segment of the market that will benefit from them, but you have to have the truth. So I'm holding a class on February the 7th from 10 to 12 in Winter Park, Florida. You need to go to webringyouhome.com to register. Now, this class was designed for real estate agents so I could help educate them, and you will get CE credits for this. You hear me, realtors? You're getting CE credits for this, but I've invited the general public so that you have the truth. If you think you may be right for a reverse mortgage or you are interested in a reverse mortgage, then go to webringyouhome.com and register right away. This is going to be right. It's right around the corner in Winter Park. Go to webringyouhome.com and learn everything you can about
real quick.
them.
We're up against a break in a couple minutes.
Yep.
I do want to talk, Bruce. I had 2 properties last week. First time home buyers, priced right. The owner staged them the way I wanted, did a little bit of work. My yard guy was over there, cleaned up one, hauled off a bunch of junk. 2 properties, multiple offers on all of them.
Isn't that great?
And this is where
that's why you get multiple offers, because you stage them correctly.
I got a free 50-point staging checklist you can call me for or email me. But I think the important thing to point out, the 2 agents that got the properties, the smartest agents.
Yeah.
When I start, the other agents are whining about, I don't understand. And I'm like, your offer's not best. You need to improve your offer.
They understand if somebody else
no, maybe their parents dropped them on their head when they were young.
They could have.
But they literally were asked, they did not understand how they sent me an offer 20, 30,000 below list. These properties were both at 315,000, 325,000. And both of them came in below 300. The other agents, let's say there was 5 other agents in the mix. The 2 that got them got their buyer up close. And what's funny is the 2, they didn't even go at list price. They went close. We still paid some closing costs.
Right.
But those other agents were,
so the buyer still got a good deal, but the other ones lost it because they were way underpriced.
The other ones, I don't know if they got the wrong advice. They didn't listen to their agent. But anyway, if you need any real estate help, you want to make a real estate plan, call me 407-352-8118. We will steer you right.
Absolutely. He will steer you right. And you need a mortgage for that if you're not paying cash. And if you are trying to pay cash, let me show you how a mortgage can be a better deal for you. Call the Loan Arranger right now at 407-250-9144 or go to webringyouhome.com. When we come back, I want to talk about high asset clients with very little income that want to purchase. Also, I'd like to talk about a bridge loan for those that want to buy before they sell. Right. 407-250-9144 or webringyouhome.com. Cleve and I will be back in 5. Don't go anywhere.